I'm Mars. A few years ago, I went through the most challenging period of my life. I felt insanely lost and directionless. I was constantly trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and it all felt so overwhelming.
I just felt like I was so behind, and not knowing the answers really overtook me with anxiety.
So I feel like for me, I was kind of just floating through life. I wasn't really focused on the right things, and now I realize that the reason why I wasn't focused on the right things was because I really wasn't focused at all. My life was lacking intention. And the moment I realized that, I started to think, well, what is worthy of me putting my intention into? Like, what do I even want to be intentional about? So, the question I asked myself next was, what are my values? And that question really changed everything for me.
A person's principle or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. So began the quest of finding out what was genuinely important to me in my life. I decided to start that quest thousands of miles away from home, on the beautiful islands of Hawaii. Waianae to be exact. Here I am, laying on a beach in Hawaii. So yeah, I spent 5 weeks surrounded by new friends, amazing food straight from the earth, and unfathomable beauty. I didn't realize it then, but all of these aspects were showing me what I truly valued in life. I was learning what it meant to truly live. And I don't mean living a life that's expected of me. I mean learning what my own definition of living really is. I think so often, so many of us don't know what we really want. We've been following the path that has been walked by so many because we thought that's what we were supposed to do too. For me, investing time in getting to know what I genuinely wanted clarified so much for me. Taking the time to invest in new experiences that showed me different ways to live, and of course, cultivating a relationship with something bigger than me, which, by the way, doesn't have to unfold in a church. Think of church as being symbolical of getting to know your soul and the inner workings of what makes you, you. Investing time in getting to know who you really are. Really discovering what's important to you in your life, what you find valuable and wholesome and meaningful. And once you know that, you build your life around those things. You choose to make them a priority in your life. Your values will become your compass, and if you follow them, you will always be living the life that your soul wants to live. Also, the more you live your values, the more you discover new ones, deepening your relationship to your life and those in it. I believe it can really just keep getting better and better and better. And that's because you're getting more specific and honing in on the things that are really important to you. And so, if there's anything I wish for you to take away from this video, is to find out what is important to you in your life, what you find valuable and meaningful. And then I hope that you can make the decision to choose that every single day, in small and large ways, over and over and over again, and for that to accumulate and show you just how beautiful life can really be. Lots of love.